Hi guys, GloryHunter back with another holiday game event special thing, and today we're going to be looking at games with a Valentine theme. So games for all consoles that have maybe something to do with Valentine's, love, that kind of thing. Just an excuse to look at some games. So let's have a look what I have in my collection with this kind of theme. And we're going to kick off with a game on the original PlayStation, a game which almost started me into gaming on the Atari ST. I still have it on the Atari ST, and it's Bubble Bobble. Love this game, it's amazing, proper classic retro, playing through 100 levels of just pure mayhem. Play it co-op as well with your spouse, and it's just great. You play as Bub and Bob, two little dragons who blow bubbles to capture their enemies in the bubble, to pop them and kill them, collect some various fruits and stuff. And the idea of the game is to get through the 100 levels to rescue your girlfriend. Like I say, I have it on the ST, I have it on the PS1, and I even bought it again on Xbox Live on the 360 because I just love this game. It's so good. So that kicks us off. And then a similar kind of thing, Bub and Bob again are back in Bust a Move 2. Again, you can play it co-op with your spouse, with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. And more of the same, Bub and Bob are back. So I'd throw that in there. Then a game which was kind of the first emotionally affected game on me at the time. And that's Final Fantasy VII. Hell yeah. You got the kind of love groups between Aerith and Zack, and then you've got the kind of triangle of Cloud, Aerith and Tifa going on throughout the game. Just fantastic. Final Fantasy VII, one of the best stories in any game ever, in my opinion. It's just so good. One of the, if not the best Final Fantasy ever made. Obviously, you've also got Final Fantasy 8 and 9 and other Final Fantasies with similar themes. So they all have that kind of relationshipness in it somewhere. But this one in particular, being the first one that got me emotionally at the time, with the thing with Aerith and Sephiroth. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't played it. If you haven't played it, that's a crime to gaming. Just play this game. Final Fantasy VII. Then a bit of a cop out, but on the PS2 we have Silent Scope 2. Why Silent Scope? For the pure reason, as you're scanning buildings or whatever with your scope, you can come across a particular lady, and if you get them in your crosshairs, a big love art will come up. You're getting an extra life, that kind of thing. So I thought I'd chuck it in there for a kind of honourable mention. And another one I've chucked in purely just because of the name, nothing to do with the game. Eternal Ring on the PS2. Eternal Ring. Makes sense, right? Moving on to the Dreamcast and Shenmue. Any opportunity to mention this game needs to be taken. Shenmue is amazing. Again, one of the best kind of stories and way ahead of its time in gameplay. Just the things you can do in this game is incredible. I've talked about it a few times before. But you play as Ryo Hayabusa, and he has a girlfriend. You get to spend some time with your girlfriend. You can sit in parks and have that moment underneath the stars and what have you. So I thought I'd chuck it in just for that. And then moving on to the Wii, and obviously with the Wii, what kind of Valentine's special would it be without Mario rescuing Peach again? He has to rescue his princess, obviously, all the time. Any Mario game should be mentioned here, but I chuck this one in. There's not really much more to say. It's Mario trying to rescue his princess. Obviously Luigi as well, he's got to rescue his princess. They're all rescuing the princesses. So you can team up with up to 4 players on this, so double date, a couple of couples trying to rescue each other. Okay. Then we have a few games on the original Xbox. Obviously we have Fable and Fable Lost Chapters. Again, RPG, where you get to make your own choices, and you can, go out, chat with women, get a wife, get married, have children, do the whole family thing. So definitely worth chucking that in there. And again, we have a Silent Scope complete for the same reason as the other one. Just looking for them women, getting them love hearts, getting them lives. And on to the 360, keeping with a similar theme, we have the Fable game. So obviously we have the remake of Fable, we have Fable 2 and Fable 3. Obviously this Fable 1 is the same as we've already talked about, and 2 and 3 expand on it a little bit more. So obviously you can get your own house, find a wife, get married, have a kid, all that kind of stuff. However, in Fable 3 as well, bit of more for everybody. You get to play as a male or a female, so you can go and find your girlfriend, your boyfriend, you know, husband, wife. If you're a man, you can go look for another man. If you're a woman, you can go look for another woman. Why not? Have whatever you want in this game. Go find it. Go do it. And have lots of kids and do the whole family thing. And we've got quite a few different genres in this as well. So I've picked up this game on the 360. Gears of War 2. Gears of War 2? What? Right, so Dom and Maria. Yes, if you've played it, you know what I'm talking about. Heartbreaking. You need to experience that moment, which I'm not going to spoil again if you haven't played it, but go play it. It's incredible. Plus they had special Valentine's Day events in the Gears of War games as well, which we'll come to again in a minute. And with this collector's edition, I'm going to show you something real quick. You do actually get, remember where it is, and with the edition you do actually get a photo of Dom and Maria. So it had to be mentioned. Then a great game for Valentine's, probably the best one in this collection of games. Lollipop Chainsaw. Not only is it an awesome game, like great gameplay, you get to play as a cheerleader who has her boyfriend's severed head attached to her hip, talk to her throughout the game as you're playing. So he's swinging around, knocking on her cheeks, making comments and stuff, and she's trying to get him back for a change to restore his body, which is a nice change for rather the man trying to rescue the girl or whatever. She plays a kick-ass cheerleader in a family of kind of monster hunters, and yeah, it just makes a great difference. You've got this chainsaw has a love heart on it there, and you get special powers which are all glistening and hearts and rainbows flying out. And yeah, it may sound a bit weak, but trust me, this is an 18 rated game, not just for the kind of sexual content, which there's not loads, but it's there. Just the blood, gore, you're hacking up like zombies and monsters, that kind of stuff. Definitely check this game out if you haven't already. It's a great game, it's funny, awesome. And then that whole rescuing your girlfriend thing's back, obviously, in Prey on the 360. You play as a kind of Cherokee Indian, and aliens come down and invade the world, take away your girlfriend and your grandfather, and you have to try and rescue them and get them back. So more girlfriend rescuing with a bit of first person shooter and some great puzzles and effects in this game as well, so check that out. And from the same kind of creators as Lollipop Chainsaw, which we've seen, we have Shadows of the Damned. This is a flip on that one, so you play as the guy this time with a talking gun called Johnson, who is hilarious throughout the game. You can turn into various forms of gun, he talks to you, and again, you are trying to rescue your girlfriend from hell. Like demons captured her and you're trying to get her back. Some great scenes in it which even imitate the Evil Dead. That scene alone is awesome, so check this out. And finishing up on the 360, we have a Kinect tile, Disneyland. Disneyland Adventures. What better way to spend the day with your partner than walking around Disneyland with all the magic, doing various mini games and stuff together, bit of quality time. Great. And then finishing up on the Xbox One, we have Assassin's Creed Unity for the kind of almost forbidden love story between the two main protagonists, Arno and Elise, one Arno the Assassin and Elise the Templar. So obviously they're fighting against each other, but these particular two characters have grew up together throughout their lives and have some kind of almost deep relationship. So exploring that, a bit more forbidden love in Assassin's Creed Unity. And as we mentioned before already, Gears of War, not necessarily a love story in this, but purely because of the event they run. And it's currently on at the minute for Valentine's Day. They do a Valentine's Day tugboat, kind of Cupid's bow event, where everybody has tugboats. They're in this event, they're pink, which shoot out Cupid's arrow, and they explode into love hearts and all that kind of stuff. And everybody's also wearing a massive red heart head, which is a bit of fun. So just for some pure Valentine's multiplayer gaming with tugboats, great fun. So there's the games in my collection with a kind of Valentine's Day feel. I hope you've enjoyed this video, something a bit different. If I've missed any games, let me know in the comments. What are your favourite games to play at this time of this holiday period with your spouse? Do you have a favourite co-op game that you play together? Any games that have Valentine's Day feel or that kind of stuff in them? Let me know in the comments. We'll have a chat about that. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit us a like if you have enjoyed, and thanks for all my subscribers for subscribing. We're getting quite a few now, so that's great, means a lot, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.